There we go. Hi. It is 8:11, which means I'm at the end of day number 40 on this little journal thing I've been doing since my birthday, March 1st. Let me get right into the comment on YouTube from my boy Josh. Appreciate it, Josh. Hope you're feeling better. Caught parts of the promos on Twitter. Had the whole show recorded, but damn, this is the worst at WrestleMania. Can go out the window. The main event of night two definitely delivered promo wise. Definitely came through. Edge and Roman and Bryan all really delivered on the stick. No question about it. So first of all, yes, I am feeling better-ish. Still had a little bit of trouble staying out of the reading room, shall we say? But I've made the decision that I'm just going to go ahead and get through Mania and then deal with it on Monday. I can't. Missing tonight was not the worst thing. It was pretty much a promo show. We had the Andre Battle Royal. Congratulations, Jey Uso. We had the SmackDown Tag Title match. That was fine, but it really wasn't necessary for me to watch this one along like I thought it was going to be. I figured it'd be more than what it was, so not really worried about it. I do definitely gonna do tomorrow. I'm over the moon for Sasha and Bianca. They're closing the show. Very happy for Drew McIntyre that he's gonna be the first person we see come out on that stage on the actual show. So Drew earned that big time. So good on him. Hi, Greg. Good to see you, sir. And Sam says, hi, Jeff. Sorry to hear you're feeling the effects of the vaccine. I had the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine and suffered a high fever. A few days later, I feel grateful I didn't have the... Yeah, exactly. I don't know if that's what that is. And I only say I don't know because I had the shot one. I had the Moderna shot on a Wednesday and really didn't start getting my ass kicked until Saturday, right? I said, okay, I'm just deal with it. And I was fine after the weekend. And then it came back at the end of the following week. Okay. And then it really hit me hard last night. I was up all night, did not sleep at all. I've kind of been going in and out today of napping in between doing it, which is why I canceled the SmackDown watch along because I didn't want to, chance having to either sleep or go to the potty during the show. So I didn't do that. Anyway, so I don't think it's a vaccine reaction. I think there's something else going on, and maybe an intestinal thing. I don't know, but I'm not going to let it take me out of WrestleMania. I have worked all year for this. You guys remember my first full watch along that I attempted was night 2 last year. So it's really a full circle thing for me. It really is, and I really wanted to do Mania. I did NXT, I did the Hall of Fame, and I was very happy with that. So we'll see how it goes. JJ, how are you, brother? Hope you had a decent day as possible out there at Retail Land. I know it's spring break, so things are batshit there. So God bless you. Craig says, to all the people that aren't excited for Mania should question themselves for being a fan. Wow. Half or even more than half the reason to watch wrestling is the experience of live fans. Dude, I am so happy for everybody on the card this weekend that they have fans that are going to be there in the stadium, even if it's only 25,000 out of however many Raymond James could hold. That's so cool for everybody that works for WWE. They're going to get their fans back. We actually were talking tonight here before I came on for this during SmackDown that we're going to go back to Kings games in it's about 10 days. 11 days is the first game we get. The Ducks are in. So I don't know. I won't get to go to that one, I don't think, because I won't have my second shot by then. That's one of the qualifications. You have to have your full vaccination. But we'll see. And the thing is, we're getting back to normal slow but sure. Right? So, cool. Hopefully. Josh with the $5 super. Thank you, Josh. I appreciate that. I always appreciate you guys throwing in the whatever you can. And I said that every little bit helps, and I appreciate it. Here's a little something to help you out. Why does my gut tell me a certain who may try and steal Drew's spotlight first? I don't think that'll happen. everybody in the company knows that Drew has earned this moment of being the guy that gets the crowd. He was supposed to have the moment at the end of Mania last year. He didn't get it, and it sucked for him and for everybody involved. So I don't honestly think they're going to try to pull something over on Drew's moment. And if they do, that's a really shitty thing to do. Really shitty thing to do. So I'm optimistic that won't happen. So there you go. All right. So anyway, let me get into it here. I don't have the graphics loaded because that would just be too damn easy, wouldn't it? Let me just double check that I don't. Hang on a second here. Trying to, and Instagram's not going to get these, so it really doesn't matter for you guys necessarily, but it does matter over here. So bear with me. I don't have them. Okay. Well, here's the way it's going to lay out for everybody that well, before I get to that, I'm going to read JJ's comment because it's very important. So prior to the Renegades reviews tomorrow, which is JJ and I doing the first of the 3 Mighty Ducks movies, and again, that'll be up at a special time of 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 o'clock Pacific, in order to give people that are both JJ's viewers and my viewers a chance to breathe for a little bit and then head over to the YouTube channel here to do WrestleMania. So prior to Renegades reviews tomorrow, there will be a special video on JJ's YouTube, which is right here. Okay, for YouTube right here, and it's right here at the bottom, right there. You guys' Instagram is youtube.com/Constantine Studios. He's going to pay a special tribute to Earl Simmons, of course, DMX, who passed away today. And honestly, here's the it's a very bad day as far as meaningful people, because DMX was a huge influence on a lot of people. Again, I said this in the chat with my brothers. I could not pick site-wise DMX out of a group. It wasn't I didn't like him. I just wasn't a fan, like a mega fan. But I know his stuff, and he was an amazing artist. So he passed away, and of course, Prince Philip, the Duke of Edinburgh, passed away this morning at 99 years old. Like, holy crap, what a life! And to be the longest-standing consort in the history of English royalty, my goodness! I mean, what a life he's lived! What a life he and the Queen lived together. So cool. And may they both rest in peace. And hopefully, they can. If the Duke and DMX for wrestling fans, they can have the best seats in the house tomorrow for WrestleMania. Converse Craig says, when you hear the sword, bagpipes, open mania, people are going to lose their shit. Well, yeah, exactly. It's going to be a tremendous opening. Josh says, yes, but has it ever stopped he who should not be named since the Titan Towers watches the show? Right. Yeah, exactly. I don't think it'll happen. Again, Josh, I'm being cautiously optimistic about that. I think they want to give him his moment. So there you go. Okay, so tomorrow, after you watch JJ's tribute to DMX, after you watch the Mighty Ducks review from he and I at 5 o'clock rather Eastern, at 6:45 Eastern. Both days, Saturday and Sunday, I'm going to start at 6:45 Eastern with my pre-show. We'll talk about what we're going to watch that night, each night, and we'll maybe have people come in, and we'll get a little chat on here and get some interaction going. I highly encourage, and I know this is going to sound like a shill. It is. If you're watching, it's going to be, they're both all the shows tomorrow. Okay, breathe, Jeff. Jesus. The pre-shows from 6:45 to 8 are going to be on YouTube, and as well as the social media outlets, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Once we get to 8 o'clock and the actual show, we're on YouTube. Please encourage your friends to come watch me. We'll do the watch along. The more viewers, the better tomorrow for me. It's a huge night, huge weekend for me. And I am going to be asking here and now, please super chat tomorrow. And I know I asked that semi-often, please super chat tomorrow, because I have a very distinct opportunity to make another YouTube payday this month if the weekend goes well. I'm like less than $10 before I get that next. You're going to get paid this month, Jeff. So if I cross that and then just surpass it all the way, man, May is going to be good if it does. I tell you what, if I get a YouTube payout, May shows and beyond are going to be good, because once I get my second shot and once we open up out here, I'm going on road trips. I'm going down. I was telling JJ and I were talking about this in private last night during my freaking therapy session that turned into a phone call during the therapy session. We have the Bowers Museum down in Santa Ana that is hosting this guy's exhibits, the Walt Disney Archives, which I'm so stoked about seeing. Down in LA off of Wilshire at the Peterson Auto Museum, they have this guy on display as well as the Batmobile. So we're going to go see that in June or July, one or the other. May's pay is going to be going towards something that I've regretted parting with, and I threw a little hint out there on social media tonight. If you guys saw that, cool. If not, and you don't know, you will know soon. But after that, I mean, we're going to go down to the Bowers, we're going to go down to the Peterson, we're going to go down back to Adams Complex in North Hollywood, where his DeLorean is, and celebrate a birthday in the family, and do a little putt-putt. That's going to be cool. We're going to go all over Southern California as best I can, because I'm sick of this. I love that I have my studio set up, and I'm very happy I have this, but I'm sick of being static. I need to be moving, and the cabin fever is real. So if the payouts come out every month on YouTube, we can start doing, on the road stuff. Everybody tells me out there they want to see it like we did XMV back in the day. That's what gets me on the road, is you guys super chatting, you guys contributing to the shows. So if you want road, on location stuff like we did XMV, like Aaron and I did Talk Wrestling in the early days, get me on the road, man. Pay in that little slot, on your super chats. Josh did it tonight. I appreciate it, Josh, very much. Big G does it all the time, and I feel so bad that he does that, because I can't go to his wedding because of not having enough money. For real. I'm not okay. Full disclosure about the setup behind me. This is my son's room. He's out at his mother's for the weekend. This was my brother's room. The banners you see behind me are actually my brother's. That's why the pennants are up. I don't use this room except for when it's available and it's quiet. So I don't have the opportunity to hang a banner behind me. I may grab the old logo tapestry for the weekend. We'll see how I feel about putting it up there. But yeah, this is not my stuff. Although over my head over here, definitely me, Kings, and right here, Dodgers, definitely me. Reds, definitely my family. Angels, definitely me. Falcons, whatever. Give a shit. And Converse Craig knows what's up. Miniature golf, yeah. You know, he knows. That's part of the reason why I'm going down to Adams for JJ's birthday. Miniature golf song is back, baby. Oh yeah. And hopefully we can get people out that were part of that. All right, so back to the comments here. Sam says, SmackDown felt like a huge missed opportunity tonight. It felt like one of those Scott Sanford shows that used to air when they just spent 1 hour. Yeah, it really did. They were talking a lot about the Raw matches. Like, didn't they use Raw for that? Like, why that was really strange that they did that tonight. Which is why I don't feel so bad about not watching along, because it was kind of like, okay, I'm watching along to a promo show. Okay, sure. Anthony says, can you see Lesnar returning this weekend, maybe beating up Lashley or MVP to set up a summer feud? No. And I'll tell you why. It's very, very simple answer to that question. If Lesnar leaves Canada, my dear friend Lisa in Canada has told me it's pretty much a shit show. Again, they've locked down again up there, kind of across the country, but definitely where she's at in the Toronto area. So if he leaves his compound, he has to quarantine down here for a minimum of 2 to 3 weeks. Okay. And then when he goes back, he can't go around his kids for 2 or 3 more weeks. So that's 6 weeks away from your kids to do a WrestleMania run in. That's not Brock's priorities list at all. It's not. So, no, I don't see him coming back tomorrow or the weekend. How great would it be if Becky returned? She hinted at it. We'll see. I hope so. Let's see. That was so much fun being on last night. I love it, Josh. I appreciate it. I went back and watched today. If I had to laugh at myself a few times when I realized I never got to a point or something I had in my that happened to me all the time when I was, when I was a young pup like you, sure. It happens all the time, and I still, I always, so it's a very common thing when you're live. When you're live, things come to you at the end of the day. Full disclosure, Josh, my family is Ohio. My dad's side is from Ohio. We are from the Cincinnati area, so we're Reds fans. So, but the Ohio State. Oh yeah, we're all about the Ohio State. Absolutely. Halloween XMV. I love the Halloween XMV episodes. I really like the one. I don't know if it was a Halloween episode in and of itself, but the episode where we run Hollywood Boulevard over by the Chinese Theater, and Michael Myers came up and attacked me. That was fun. I enjoyed that thoroughly. And looking back now, it's like, oh, cool, Michael Myers. There you go. So, Josh, is like when I mentioned the only 2 televised events I've been to, the point I wanted to get to but never did was that the one that wrestling regret is never seen Undertaker. That is something that I was very fortunate to see. I got to see not only The Undertaker as the American Badass, I got to experience The Undertaker entrance at WrestleMania in Orlando against Edge for the World Heavyweight Championship. So that was a really cool friggin' thing. Mike says, very interesting to hear Triple H say he spoke to CM Punk last year. Actually surprised he spoke to him that recently. I was too. I was really surprised that happened. So that was interesting to see that. And Josh says, I think part of it too was I was so starstruck. Jeez. I'm all blushy. Dude, I'm not a star, but I really appreciate that being said. I always get so funny when I hear that. It's so funny. Sam, I'm not sure if you mean like as have your own show on the network, or if you just want to come on and be on the shows with me. You are more than welcome to pop in tomorrow. I'm thinking very heavily about putting a link here tomorrow on the YouTube side of things and having you guys have the ability to pop in. So we'll see. And JJ, you saw number 21, so there you go. You saw the creepy one where he floated down the ramp at Staples, my home, our home, buddy. By the way, I don't know, Jay, I don't know if you heard me earlier. We finally heard from our season seat, from our season ticket folks at the Kings. Lots of stuff in place, blah blah blah, but we are going back to work. Very excited. So, I get to go to the first game against the Ducks, but I will get to go to a game before it's all said and done, so I'm very excited. All right, I have babbled longer than I wanted to. I'm not going to lie, I kind of went in too often in the weeds here. But anyway, so where I was going with tomorrow and Sunday's presentations, we're going to start at 6:45 on YouTube and on the stuff you're watching now, Facebook and Twitter and Instagram as well. We will be across all our social media on the Jeff Beacham Network as well as YouTube. And then at 8 o'clock when WrestleMania starts, for sure, we are strictly YouTube. And again, please super chat when I'm on YouTube, wherever I am. Much appreciated, very much. I'm going to say hello to Sandman Dreamer. There we go. And Anthony is asking me if I'm going to be doing anything with Aaron and No DQ for WrestleMania coverage. Not this year. I'll be, Sandy Stars. JJ, Sandy's watching me on Instagram. Very cool. Not this year, possibly next year. That's it. This year's kind of a train wreck. We're kind of just hodgepodging this shit together last minute this year. But next year, possibly, and in 2 years, we're all hoping to be out there together out here with me out here in Southern California for SoFi Stadium and Staples Center. So I'm looking into options of lodging and things like that, and see if we can all just kind of be together for that time period. So, can I? Oops, I didn't do that. Well, here, I'll just do this right here. Pin comment. So there's she's saying hi to me, and then she's saying hi to you, JJ. So Sandy says hi to both of us. Very, very cool. We miss you, Sandy. We love you. Let's see. Josh says, if you need me to pop in, I'll be glad to again. Thankfully, getting my new laptop the day after Mania so I can watch them in this old Chromebook and share the laptop. Dude, Over here, I'm controlling this camera on the laptop, and this camera is on my Chromebook, because Instagram trying to freaking IG Live on the phone is proven faulty. Jeff will be checking you out. Impact Hardcore Justice tomorrow. What time is it on? Because if it's on after 6:45 Eastern, no, I won't. Sandy says, love, hearts, and miss you guys. So many hugs. And then Sandy, JJ says, hi, Choo girl. I miss my family so much. It sucks being just cooped up. I really want to make it out to Mania out there in Cali since it's on my birthday. Yeah, dude, please come out, Josh. We would love to see you, for real. Mike says, do you think Taker has one last match in front of a full crowd before going to Hall of Fame? Nope. He is completely 100% content at AJ Styles being his last match and Survivor Series being his last out at WWE. So he is at peace. He's very much at peace with it, and I think he's good. Kyle says, I think it's at 3 o'clock. If it's at 3 o'clock Eastern, I might check it out. We'll see. To be determined. I have a lot to do tomorrow around here before I sit down in front of these screens and do the damn thing. All right, guys. Again, thank you all very, very much. I really do appreciate the opportunity to talk to you guys tonight and fill you in on what's going on tomorrow and Sunday. And then hopefully we'll get the doctor check me out Monday, and we will go from there. So again, thank you all very much. Have a wonderful night. We'll see you a little under 24 hours. Oh, JJ Sandy says, yes, Choo Girl in the house, making the major comeback in 2 years for SoCal WrestleMania. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. 2 more years, baby. I'm so glad Andy's coming back. All right. I'm done for real, for sure. Love you guys. Thank you very much. We'll see you tomorrow for WrestleMania.